Factor on Card Sharks. And if you play your cards right, you can win $32,000. And now the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob Hilton. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Card Sharks. Hey, wait till you see who's with us today. We've got lots of money, a sporty new truck to give away, and two very lovely dealers. Why don't we meet them right now? Here they come, our dealers on Card Sharks. They're with us every day, and they're Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton. Here they are. Morning, ladies.
What is that I see in the first row then?
What is that you see in the first row?
I see no shirt.
I know Lacey's out of the hunt, you see. But that's kind of like going to a smorgasbord for you, isn't it?
I think I'm going to have fun this week.
I'm sure you will. If you'll deal the cards, we'll get our Card Sharks out here. Come on, Denise and Sonia, join us, please. This is our champion, and our champion, Denise, has won $7,700. I bet your husband was tickled to death, wasn't he?
He was real happy.
Good for you. Did you go out and have a big dinner and all that?
Yes, we did.
Whee!
It was wonderful.
Who bought?
Who always buys.
He does.
Yeah.
The lady from Muleshoe, Texas.
Absolutely.
Were you born in Muleshoe, Texas?
No, I wasn't born in Muleshoe.
You just live there.
Yeah.
It's a nice town.
Yeah, it is.
And how long have you been married, Denise?
Been married for 4 months and 3 weeks today.
All right. Well, congratulations. Nice to have you back with us, and you're our champion. Sonia, welcome to our show again. Tell us about Sonia.
My name is Sonia Gans, and I was born in Warsaw, Poland. By the time I was 10, I spoke 3 languages already.
No kidding. Which ones were they?
Polish, French, and English.
All right. Well, nice to have you back with us. And when we left off yesterday, by the way, we were in the middle of our first game. I was ready to ask the second question. Remember, if you win 2 games, you're our champion. And Sonia, the question goes to you. And let me tell you who Susanna was talking about when we were talking about in the front row. Well, all this week, ladies, hang on. We have 10 men from Chippendales, and they're going to join us all week. So, gentlemen, won't you please? Bob Hilton and I could look like that if we wanted to. We just don't want to, you see. That's all. Thank you, fellas. We've all seen the movie where the good-looking guy dances for a crowd of screaming women, Sonia. So before the show, we asked these 10 dancers, has a crowd of women ever screamed so loudly they actually scared you? How many of these 10 dancers said a crowd of women has screamed so loudly they actually scared them?
Bob, I don't think I can stand the sight of so much male pulchritude.
So much male what, hon?
Pulchritude, which means beauty.
Oh, okay. I thought she was getting dirty on my show. I wasn't going to let her do it.
But could they do something like
No,
this?
Sonia, just answer the question.
I have never danced
I'm not
for
a dating
crowd
service.
Of screaming, for a
No, but
crowd
they
of
have, you see.
screaming
Yeah.
men.
How many of them
And
said...
I wish I was in that generation that had an opportunity to go to Chippendales and
Excuse me,
scream
Sonia.
at them.
Has a crowd of women ever screamed so loudly they actually scared them? How many of them said
They
they
don't
have?
look like they scare easy. I think very,
How many you think?
maybe 2.
Gone with the Wind was shot in a quicker time than this. You know that. Denise, higher or lower than 2?
I'm going to say it's lower. They do this for a living, and they look real good at it.
You like, yeah. Fogs up your contact, doesn't it? Yeah. The actual number of these dancers who said that crowd of women has screamed so loudly they actually scared them is 6 of them.
God.
6 of them.
Wonderful.
It was not lower, it was higher. Sonia has the control. Which 6 of you guys have actually been scared? Raise your hand if you would, please. How interesting. Gary, what happened?
We once did a show for 2,200 women in Phoenix. I don't know if you've heard 2,200 women scream, but it can be pretty overwhelming.
In my lifetime, I've heard 2,200 women scream, yes, but not in one evening, no. Does it scare you, really?
Yes, it really does. It's just real loud. It just like throws you off. You can't hear your music, and it's pretty scary, yeah.
But bottom line, I mean, were you really scared or were you really
I
flattered?
was more like startled, not really scared.
Yeah, okay, got it. Okay. Well, good luck taking your name tags off, fellas. Nice to have you with us today. Okay, thank you. Here we go. You all right, babe?
I'm a little queasy here, but I'll be okay.
Sonia, you have the control. You want to change that card?
Change that card.
Okay, we will. The 6 will now become a 4.
Higher.
Higher than the 4, 9.
Lower.
Lower than the 9. If it is, you win the game. Is it? No, yes, it is. Good for you. Okay. That's a Sonia wins team number 1, $100. Congratulations to you, hon. win the next game, and you are dead in. We'll see who's going to win that game. First, we must pause for these words, and we'll be right back, so don't go away. Card Sharks, and now the cards being dealt out from the same deck, and here we go with our first question in game number 2. So, Denise, the pressure's on you. You have to win this one. Okay. Denise, in the current hit movie Working Girl, which, by the way, is a good movie, but that's not the question I want to ask you. Denise, yes. I want you to meet Winnie. Lacey, would you bring Winnie over here? Oh. Why don't you just stay right over here with her. Hi, Winnie. How the heck are you? You bite my finger, I'll slap you. This is Winnie. Now, Winnie is a miniature pinscher. Assuming she never grows any bigger, how many days will it take Winnie to eat 50 pounds of dog food? Excuse me, Lacey.
Okay, well, if it was my dog, he'd beat through it in a day. No problem.
But this is a little miniature.
Miniature.
Assuming she never goes any bigger, how many days?
Okay, I'm going to say 320.
320 days. Sonia, what do you think? Higher or lower than that?
I only have a cat. I never had a dog. Winnie looks awfully little, but she will be grown. I think it will be lower.
Lower than that, okay. The actual number of days it will take Winnie to eat 50 pounds of dog food is 356 days. Not lower, it was a little bit higher. And Lacey, thank you for bringing Winnie out here. Bye, Winnie. See ya. You cute little dog. Okay, Denise has the control. Denise, you have to win this game. Here we go. Card is a 9. You can change
that card.
Sure. 9 now becomes an ace.
Let's go lower.
Lower than that ace. How about I do?
Higher.
Hey, here we go. 6.
I'm going to freeze.
Freeze there? Sure, okay. So freeze, that keeps her opponent off the cards. She's 2 cards away from winning this game. And let's see what happens. Sonia, for you.
Yes.
Now, in the hit movie, Working Girl, a woman deliberately sabotages the career of a female coworker. So we surveyed 100 women who have a job. We asked them, has a woman at work ever tried to sabotage your career? How many working women said another woman has tried to sabotage their career?
Well, I have been in the business for myself. I have my own company that does effortless self-motivation for companies. And in that capacity, I go into a lot of companies and communicate with a lot of women in high executive positions and middle management. And I have noticed that since the competition is so fierce between men and women, some women really get caught up in this executive washroom syndrome, and there's quite a lot of that going on. And the question was, Bob, how many women have been sabotaged in their career by another woman?
How in the heck did you remember that? I had it in my hand and I couldn't remember.
Effortless self-motivation. And I think there were, the answer is about 47.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you as tired as I am, Denise? Higher or lower than 47, Denise?
I'm going to say it's lower. But it's happened to me personally.
Lower?
A girl would take a... Yes. You don't want to hear my story?
Oh, sure. But maybe a little bit later here.
Okay.
The actual number of working with... Hang on to that thought.
Okay.
The actual number of working women who said another woman has tried to sabotage their career is 31. You're right, Denise. It was lower. All right. Let's change the card.
Change that card,
Sure.
Bob.
6 becomes the jack.
Okay, let's go lower.
Lower than the jack, deuce.
Let's go higher.
In order to win the game. Yeah. One game for Denise, 1 game for Sonia. That means we must play a tiebreaker, and we'll be back in just a moment for that. Don't go away.
Check the game at gsn.com.
Welcome back to Card Sharks. Well, we have to play a tiebreaker. It's a 1-question sudden death game. The winner of this question is our champion, goes on to play for the big money and a brand new car. Actually, it's a sporty little truck. So good luck to the two of you. Denise, the question is yours. And here we go. We surveyed 100 people. We asked them, when the president interrupts a prime-time TV show for a State of the Union address, are you upset he's making you miss your regular viewing? How many people are upset when the president interrupts their TV viewing?
I know I am. it usually comes at the most inopportune moment, and it's usually something we really don't want to hear. I'm going to say it's a high number. I'm going to say it's 62.
62. Sonia, higher or lower than 62?
I think this is a pretty good choice, but I'm going to go higher.
A little higher. I think that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. The President of the United States gives a speech, and people call up and say, why did he interrupt our soap opera?
All right.
Can you imagine that? That is just ignorant. The actual number of people who are upset when the President interrupts their TV viewing is 46. Not higher, it was lower. And Denise, you have the control. Okay, Denise, I'll show you your base card. I'll show you Sonia's base card. You have a choice to make. Your base card's a 6. Sonia's base card is a 10. Now, you can change your card if you want to. If you play it out and make a mistake, Sonia's the champ. Or you can pass it on to Sonia. She must play off the 10. If she goofs, you're the champ again.
I'm gonna play it, Bob.
Gonna play it?
Change that card.
Change the card and play it. All right, good luck to you, hon. The 6 now becomes a deuce. How's that?
Okay, let's go higher.
Higher than the deuce. King.
Let's go lower.
If it's lower, you're the champ. One card can beat you. Is it lower? Yes, it is. And Denise, you're our champion. Sonia, we have $100 for you. Thank you very much for playing our game with us. We'll see you again, okay? Come on, Denise. You're the champion again, kid. All right. Now, you did real well. The last time you walked over there, you won, what, $9,000, something like that? How much was it? $7,700. That's what you got. Okay. Well, Lacey and Susanna have a deck of cards you cut a little earlier on. And let me remind you of a couple of rules. Number one, you know you can change one card per line. It's an important rule for you. The other thing is that minimum bets are $50 each time. And the nice thing about all of this is you're playing with our money. We're going to give you $200 of our money to bet with, so good luck, hon. We're rooting for you. Here we go. Okay, lady has 200 and a chance to make thousands here on Card Sharks, and your card is a 7.
Change that card with number 3.
Number 3. Let's see what we got now. 7 becomes a deuce.
All right, all of it higher.
I bet it all higher than the deuce. 9. $400, Denise.
Let's go $100 lower.
100 lower than the 9? No.
Okay.
Back to 300, Denise.
Okay, let's go 150 lower.
150 lower than the 10. Be there for the lady. It is.
All
Sure.
right.
450, give you another 4, you got $850.
Okay. Let's go $700 higher.
700 higher than the 3. It is. 1550.
Okay, let's go, let's go $300 lower.
Want to go home with some money, don't you? I don't blame you. 300
bet.
lower than the jack. There you are. 1850, Denise.
Okay, let's go $350 lower.
350 lower than the 10. Is it? Yeah! $2,200. 5 is the card. Player change.
Okay, I'm going to change that card with number 1.
Number 1. All right. See what we get. The 5 becomes an 8. Now, you got $2,200. Minimum bet, $1,100. You have to bet at least half of it.
Okay, I'm going to bet $1,100 higher.
1,100 higher than the 8. Woo! Come on, be there for Denise. Is it higher than the 8? No. Back to 1,100, but that's okay because you now have $9,000 in cash as our champion. And we're not done. Because now we're going to give you a chance to win a sporty new truck. Bob Hilton's going to tell you about it. We're going to walk right over here. Bobby?
You betcha. The Toyota two-wheel drive standard bed truck comes equipped with all standard features, including a 4-speed manual transmission and California emission. Good luck, Denise.
All right, Denise. Boy, you'd look spiffy driving around mule shoeing that, wouldn't you?
You bet.
Yeah. Now, here's how you can win that truck. I'm going to ask you a question about our 10 men from Chippendales down there. Then I'll ask you to register your answer over there on our range board, all right? So, Lacey has the question. Thank you, Lacey. Before the show, we ask our 10 dancers, would you date a girl if she were a nude dancer? How many of these 10 dancers would date a girl who was a nude dancer? Now, please, if you would, place the marker on your answer over there, Denise. How many of them would date a girl if she were a nude dancer? The lady says 1. Interesting. I would have gone clear the other direction. I would have said much higher. Let's see. If you're right, if it's 1, you win the truck. If you're off by 1, if it's 0 or 2, you win another $500. The actual number of these dancers who would date a girl who was a nude dancer is 1 of them. The lady knows you won the truck, kid. Here we go. All right, our champion now has $17,363. Cash in card. just a moment. The Card Sharks. Hey, congratulations, champ. Got all that money, and now you got a new truck. Isn't this fun?
I love this game.
Yeah, I know you like this game. Time to meet a new challenger,
Okay.
Denise, and his name is Doug, so please join us on Card Sharks, Doug. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm from New York.
You're from New York?
Yeah, my name's Doug Willen, and I spend most of my time in Sweden now. I work on a Swedish fishing boat. We fish for herring, and the name of the boat is called the Viking Flickor, which means Viking girl.
Viking girl.
Yeah, and I do have a Swedish girlfriend.
Do you really?
Yeah, her name's Josebet Sjöberg. That's pretty close. I've been working on it for 3 years, and every time I say her name, she comes out with, what? What was that?
What's her name again?
Josebet.
Josebet
Yeah, Sjöberg.
Sjöberg.
Her full name is Josebet Annika Görandotter Sjöberg.
Would you believe that I know her?
Yeah.
Nah.
Have you ever met a girl from Muleshoe, Texas?
I know her.
Yeah,
Real
right
good.
there. That's your opponent. You win 2 games, and you're our champion, Doug. And let's get it going right now. Denise, the first question is yours, and you know these guys pretty well. They're 10 men from Chippendales, and that's what this question is about. So here we go. Before the show, we ask our 10 dancers, has an admirer from the audience ever sent you a gift worth more than $100? How many of these 10 dancers said an admirer has sent them a gift worth more than $100?
Oh, they're gorgeous. They are gorgeous, and they're definitely worth more than a $100 gift. But I'm going to say it's going to be a low number.
Your husband just left the audience.
I got the keys to the truck.
I see.
No, I'm going to say it's a low number. I'm going to say 2 of them.
2 of them have received a gift worth more than $100. Doug?
I know I've gotten a gift worth more than $100, and I don't have a body like that. So I would say more.
I've been offered that to leave my shirt on.
I'd say higher.
I think it's higher than that. Well, let's see. The actual number of these dancers who said an admirer has sent them a gift worth more than $100 is 6 of them. You're right, Doug. Certainly was. All right. Which 6 of you guys have received a gift worth more than $100? Raise your hand if you would, please. Oh, there's Jeffrey now. Jeffrey? Yeah, we found out in commercial, by the way, that Jeffrey's the one dancer down there that would date a nude dancer. But Jeffrey, tell us about the gift.
Well, this one young lady who frequents the club a lot came in around December and offered me a trip for 2 to the Bahamas, a cruise.
She offered you a cruise
To the Bahamas.
to the Bahamas.
Yep. And which
Now-
I accepted, and we will be going.
It's for
late
2
March.
now. Does that mean you get to take anybody you want?
No, I'm going with her.
Oh, you're going with her? On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think, Jeff?
I fell at around 10.5.
10.5. Yeah, you'd say that because you haven't got the ticket yet, right? Okay, fellas, thank you very much. Thanks for sharing your story. All right. Doug.
All right.
Yourself. Queen's yours.
Well, I think I'll play that card. Lower.
Lower than a queen. 4.
Higher.
Higher. No. No. Denise, for each answer to these
They're
cards.
getting a bit
Denise,
nasty.
how about a 10 for you?
Let's go lower.
Lower than the 10, deuce.
Let's go higher.
Higher than that deuce, 7.
Let's freeze.
Freeze on the old 7. Sure. Freeze right there. Okay. Next question, Doug. Richard Burton wrote in his diary that he would still love Elizabeth Taylor even if she went bald. So we surveyed 100 married men. We asked them, can you honestly say you would still love your wife if she went bald? How many married men would still love their wife? Are you married, Doug?
No, I'm not married. I have a
Okay.
girlfriend.
Oh, I forgot.
She's bald. No, she's not bald. She has a lot of hair. And I know that she's special to me whether she has hair or not. And with the modern
I
technology,
beg your pardon, sir.
she's special to me with the hair, and she'd probably be special to me without the hair. I know she would be.
I used
And
to
with-
know a girl had long black hair all the way down her back.
Yeah?
None on her head, just on her back. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that you can put wigs on. You know, there are some models, too, that are bald and are beautiful. So
It's a show on CBS.
right.
Yeah, The Bald and Beautiful. How
Okay.
many married men would still love their wife?
I would say 62.
62. Okay.
Would still
Denise,
love
what do you
their
think?
wives.
No way. No way. My husband and I have been married just a short time. And,
He's almost bald.
oh, he's sensitive about that.
He says about that. I know. I am too.
But there's no way. If I was bald, he would love me just the same. It's a higher number.
You think he'd love you just the same? Well, now you got a new truck in 9,000, maybe.
Yes, he does.
The actual number of married men who would still love their wife even if she went bald is 88 of them. You're right. Okay, Denise. Play the 7, change the 7.
Change that card.
All right, we'll do it. 7 is now queen.
Okay, let's go lower.
Lower than the queen, Jack.
Lower.
In order to win the game, is it lower? No. No, it is not. Back to the queen you go. And Doug, the queen is yours.
Lower.
Lower, no. Hey, don't blame me. She dealt him. I did. Back in just a moment, folks. Don't go away.
I see Richard at...
Time we have. We'll see you next time on